It's funny how that plane goes right along the shape of the clouds there by the sun that shape that triangular ship-looking thing that I've seen before on videos. And then look at all the chemtrails you see all over the sky going in arrow directions pointing towards the east coast. That plane was originally, well, I'm sure coming from Manchester Airport, but there was 3 other planes that went the other way to make that triangle. Now that one's continuing off the chemtrail of the original plane that came from the other direction, going the same thing. I mean, it's probably a flight pattern, but it still doesn't explain that grayish triangular shape coming off the southeast corner or southwest corner of the sun that I've seen in many videos, usually at night. And a few minutes ago, coming from that direction over there, I heard that whistling hum. And it's funny, I ran inside to grab my camera, and all of a sudden now it stopped. But it had been going on for about 10 minutes. You can hear the traffic on the highway off in the distance. But there was a mysterious sounding hum earlier that was way louder than any traffic. I could hear it over the traffic. If you can hear that in the video, that's just a truck passing on the highway. This is the location that I saw the bluish white beam coming from the school area up into the sky, hitting the clouds and disappearing. Stayed there for about half hour. That was about 1 in the morning, about 3 days ago. Been hearing that strange hum over the last week, actually the last month, in this area. Sometimes it's a horn type thing, sometimes it sounds like a truck screeching, sometimes it sounds like an incinerator. It's hard to determine, but hearing it multiple times a month and week. I believe it's the government's HAARP, or the government's HAARP machines trying to control the weather, considering that up until January we were in the 60s and 70s here in New Hampshire, which in New England that is a rarity. And then it just barely snowed, and we haven't had much snow this winter, and we're supposed to be getting this huge storm this Saturday, one of the biggest storms of the year. I will update videos. I don't hear the sound anymore, which is awkward, but I'm sure it'll come back later when I don't have my phone on. But with all those chemtrails and everything, that odd shape is still there. The clouds are moving very slowly today. I don't see much action of movement. But for that particular shape, if you look right where I'm pointing, there is a triangular shaped, God, I couldn't even account for how long that would be. It's got to be multiple miles. But it's in the same shape as a few videos I've seen on Secure 10 and Jason A's YouTube channels of a triangular shaped ship. Usually it's near the moon or facing towards the moon, and it's more upward. But in this particular shape, it's actually pointing towards the sun, which in one video I did see it pointing towards the moon, but all the clouds around it. Blue skies with some white clouds, blue skies with white clouds, but then you see these oddly light grade shape, and then look at by the sun, if you can see. I don't know if it'll show up in this video, but see how those clouds come to a point right directly under the sun? And then if you follow it down, they're basically the same alignment, And for some reason now it's all dissipating. Now that I'm out here with a video camera pointing at it. But you can still see the triangular angle. Could just be cloud formations, but for it to be out here for 15 minutes and then bring out my camera, now all of a sudden it's all disappearing, the sound. You can definitely see there's still a shape there. That's very awkward and to see clouds to shape in that form, and those are not chemtrails up there. Those are clouds. And they are triangular shape coming to a point right below the sun. More chemtrail over there through the trees. Kind of hard to see. The government is definitely chemtrailing our country, trying to mind control us through chemtrails and poison us. And this video will be posted hopefully soon.